Hi children, this is Krishna Shastri, IIT Maths teacher. In the last class we have discussed that we are discussing types of decimals. In the rational numbers chapter we are discussing types of decimals. In this we discussed that first one as terminating decimal. Terminating decimal. What is the terminating decimal we discussed yesterday? Every fraction can be written in the form of decimal. So any fraction, for example, we are taking 2 by 25. In this, if the denominator is expressed in the terms of 2 power m into 5 power n, that means any 2 power any number into 5 power any number is there, then that fraction, that number can be written is called as a terminating decimal. So now for example here we are taking the 25. 25 can be written in the form of, if we are taking the prime factorization of the 25, then 5 5s are 25, we can write 5 into 5 is equal to 25. So that means the denominator 25 can be expressed as 5 square. So 5 square we are writing in terms of 5, we are expressing the denominator, so that 2 by 25 we will call as a terminating decimal. 2 by 25 we will call as a terminating decimal. So if we are doing the normal division, then 25 in 10 to 25 table 2 will not go, for that we are taking as a point, 0 will come. Again 20 is lesser than 25, so again we are taking 1 0 here, 1 0. So here 25 8s are 200 we can write, so that 0 is the answer. It can write as 0.08. At we are taking 8, that decimal is ending. So after the decimal we are limited numbers. Okay, countable numbers are there. So that we will call this 2 by 25 is a terminating decimal. So here after the decimal, if there are the countable digits, then those decimals are called as the terminating decimals. These are one type of decimals. Next we have as non-terminating decimals. Here the second type we have as a non-terminating. Non-terminating is, it is the repeating. Repeating in the sense, for example, we are taking 10 by 3. So if we are doing the normal division of this 10 by 3, 3 3s are 9 we can write. If we are taking the remainder, 1 will come. Again we are taking point. Again we need to take 0. 3 3s are 9 again. Again the remainder is 1, point already is there 0, then 3 3s are 9, again 1 point is there, so and so on the procedure will continue. So by that it can write as 3.3333 and so on. So now 10 by 3 can be expressed as 3.3 bar we can write, 3.3 bar. So that means here 3 is continuously repeating. So after 3 there is no certain countable digits. There are infinite digits we have. So there are infinite digits we have. So these infinite digits can be expressed as a bar. It is called as a recurring decimal. It is called as a recurring decimal. So recurring is nothing but repeating. non-terminating, it is called as a pure recurring. Okay, now in the non-terminating decimal is nothing but after the decimal there will be repeated digits will be there. So repeated is nothing but recurring. So after the digit, after the decimal, there will be the numbers, it will repeat infinitely. So those are called as the countable repeat will be there. Infinite repeats are there. So these are called as the recurring decimals. Again, recurring decimals are two types: pure recurring and mixed recurring. Pure recurring in the sense, after the decimal, if only one number infinitely it is repeating, then that is called as the pure recurring. That is called as the pure recurring. So here 3 alone repeating continuously. So it is called as the pure recurring. So for example, we are taking 0.3 bar if we are saying. It is nothing but 0.3333 and so on. It is also one example of pure recurring decimal. Pure recurring decimal. The same way 0.6 bar also we can take. That is 0.6666 and so on. So these all are examples for the pure recurring. Pure recurring decimals can be expressed in the form of fraction, that means rational number. What we are taking, for example, we are taking the example as 0.6 bar. It can be written as 0.6666 and so on. So now how we can express this in terms of terminate now in the rational number? Say here 6 is repeating number. So that 6 we need to take 0.6 bar is equal to, the repeated number is 6. So that 6 we need to take. To the 6 denominator if we are taking as a 9, then 0.6 bar is nothing but 9 by 6. 6 by 9. The same way, if for example 0.3 bar we are taking, so it can write as 0.3333 and so on. So this can be write as repeated number is 3 and divided by 9 we can write. How many numbers are repeating? Those many 9s we will write down. 3 by 9. 3 by 9 is nothing but 1 by 3. Now divide 1 with the 3, then 1 is not possible to divide with 3, so taking 0 point. So by that here we can take 0. 3 3s are 9. 1 is the remainder. Again point already we have taken, so 0. Again 3 3s are 9. Again 1, point already is there 0. 3 3s are 9. Again 1 and so on. Keep on continuation procedure is coming. So we can write this 1 by 3 is equal to 0.333 and so on. It is nothing but 0.3 bar. So like this we can convert a given digit, given number, given non-recurring decimal, pure recurring decimal into the rational number form. Pure recurring decimal we can write in the rational number form. It is about the pure recurring. Next we are taking mixed recurring. Non-terminating, in that first one we discussed as the pure recurring. Next we have the second one, mixed recurring. The example of mixed recurring if we are taking, see for example 2.34 bar is given. 2.34 bar. It is nothing but 2.34 and so on. So here 3 and 4 are repeating. 3 and 4, that means 34 is repeating. So in the earlier example here we have taken that is 0.3 bar is nothing but 0.3333 and so on. Only one digit is repeated, so it is called as a pure recurring. And here two digits are repeating, so that means 34, 34, 34. It is 3 and 4 continuously is coming, so it is called as a mixed recurring number. It is called as a mixed recurring number. So here in this case, whenever we are representing with the bar, there will be two types, two terms will be there. That is period and periodicity. Period and periodicity, these are very important one. You need to remember. Okay. Period means which number is repeating, that is called as a period. Which number is repeating. So in this 2.34 bar, which number is repeating? 34 is repeating. So 34 is the period. 34 is the period. Coming to the periodicity, how many digits are repeating? 2 digits are repeating, so periodicity will be 2. Period is 34. Period is 34 and periodicity is 2. If we are taking the this is for 2.34 bar. If we are taking the 0.3 bar, then period is 3 and periodicity is 1. Period is nothing but the number which is repeatingly coming in the decimal, that is called as the period. And the periodicity is how many digits are repeating, that is called as the periodicity. Period is the which number is repeating, that is period, and the number of times, number of digits, how many digits are repeating, that is called as the periodicity. Okay. Now depending upon the periodicity, by taking the periodicity, we will write the given repeating decimal into the fraction form. That is fraction is nothing but rational number form. So now we have taken 2.34 bar. So here 2.34, how many digits are there? Here we have the periodicity. Already we discussed what we wrote. If we are writing this in the rational number form, we can take as a 3 in the numerator and 9 we will take. Period is 3 and periodicity is 1. So period is 3. So 3 we are taking in the numerator and periodicity is 1. So 9 we are taking in the denominator. Coming to here also period we need to take in the numerator and periodicity we need to take as a, now 99 will come. Okay, 99. So and also here we need to remember 34 is there. Before 34 we have 2, then finally we will get the 234 as the numerator. 234 by 99. The same way here also same. 3 is there, actually 0, 3 we need to write, but there is no value to the 0, so that's why we are writing as 3 by 9. Okay. The same way 2.57 is bar is given. 2.57 bar. So it can write as 257 by 99. Or is 6.183 bar is there. Then it can write as 6183 divided by 999. So these are the mixed recurring numbers can be converted into the rational number form. Mixed recurring numbers conversion of the rational number form. Okay. Next we completed period and periodicity, and mixed recurring we have completed. Next, how to convert a number. We wrote with the shortcut method, but actually the given number how we can convert into the recurring or rational number form we will take. See, for example, 0.125 we are taking. This one how we can convert as a recurring decimal or rational number form we will write. So now 0.125 is nothing but 0.125, 125, 125 and so on. So now what I am taking is, let x is equal to the given number. And so on. Now what is the periodicity here? Periodicity is 3. Periodicity is 3. So whenever we have the periodicity is 3, then let it be equation 1. We need to multiply the equation 1 with 1000. 3 is there, so we are multiplying with 1000. So by that we will get 1000 into x is equal to 1000x is equal to, now 3 digits will come to the front. 125, 125, 125, 125 and so on. Now let it be equation 2. Now if we are doing equation 2 minus 1, then 1000x minus x is 999x is equal to 125 as it is will come point, these all will become as a zeros. Okay, how it will be means, it is 1000x is equal to 125.125, 125, 125 and so on, and x is equal to 0.125, 125, 125 and so on. Now what we are doing, we are subtracting both. So these are like terms. 1000x minus x is 999x is equal to 125 minus 0 is 125 point, these all will become as a 0, 0, 0. So by that 999x is equal to 125 we got. So now x value, actually x we need to convert into the, take x equal to this. Now x we need to convert into the rational number. So by that 999 we are sending to this side. Then x is equal to 125 by 999 we will get. This is the procedure to convert a given decimal number, pure recurring decimal number, into the rational number. Okay, the same way we can use for the mixed recurring number also. Mixed recurring also we can do. Okay, next we have the irrational number. Irrational number is nothing but, it is a very important one, and also it will take a little confusion. What is the irrational number? Irrational number is nothing but the number which is not possible to write in the form of p by q. Which is not possible to write in the form of p by q. That means not possible to write in p by q form, where q is not equal to 0. These are called as the irrational numbers. See what we said, p by q, when we are discussing the rational number concept, p by q, which the number which is possible to write in the form of p by q, where q is not equal to 0, and the must and should condition is p and q must be belonging to the integers we said. So then only this is called as a rational number. Rational number is always a number, it must be in the p by q form, and the denominator should not be equal to 0, and p and q must be integers. Integers are nothing but minus infinite to minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and up to infinite. Any number, only these must be there. It should not be decimal and it should not be a fraction. Only p and q must be rational numbers, that integers. Now here, for example, I am taking root 2. If we are taking a number 2, it is a rational number, we can say. Why? It can write as 2 by 1. It is 2 is a integer, 1 is also integer. Now for example, I am taking root 2. Root 2 value we can write as root 2 by 1. Here denominator we got not equal to 0. Okay, root 2 by 1. So by that we should not say this as a rational number. Why? Here numerator p by q form is there, but p is not equal to 0. P is not belonging to the rational integer. Why? Here root 2 value is equal to 1.414 we will take. So by that root 2 by 1 it is in the form of p by q, and also denominator not equal to 0. Though both conditions are satisfied, but another condition is there, must and should condition. The numerator and denominator must be integers, but root 2 is not an integer, so we will say root 2 is not a rational number. Root 2 is not a rational number. The same way we will take as root 3 also. Root 3 is nothing but root 3 by 1 we can write, but root 3 value is 1.732 something will come. So it is again in the decimal. So root 3 is also not a rational number, it is also not a rational number. These are irrational numbers we will say. The number which is not possible to write in the form of p by q, where p and q must be integers. If you are taking root 4 value we know as 2. So by that it is a rational number we will say. It is a rational number. But the root 2, root 3, the values which are not perfect squares. Perfect squares are 1 is a perfect square, 4 is a perfect square, next 9 is a perfect square, 16, 25 and so on. These numbers if we are taking the roots, then we will say as the rational numbers. But the inside the root, the numbers which are not in the perfect squares, those are called as the irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. Okay. Next we have some important properties of irrational numbers. Those are if we are taking irrational number, for example irrational number we are taking, to this irrational number we are adding any irrational number, then the resultant will be irrational number only. Or else to the irrational number, if you are adding any rational number, then that resultant is also a irrational number only. Root 2 plus 4 we are saying. Root 2 is irrational number and 4 is the rational number. But sum of the irrational number and rational number will be irrational number. Okay. Next, root 2 into, for example, product of irrational numbers we are taking. Then in some cases it will be rational number. Root 2 into root 2 can write as root 2 whole square. Now square root will get cancelled, 2 will be the answer. Now it is a rational number. So in some cases product of irrational numbers will be rational numbers, but in some cases it will not satisfy. So mainly we will say the sum of the two irrational numbers will be irrational number. Sum of the one irrational number and one rational number will be irrational, and difference is also root 2 minus root 3, it is irrational, and root 2 minus 4, it is also irrational number. Okay, so sum of the irrational and rational will be irrational, and the difference of the irrational and rational is also irrational number. Okay, like this we will have the different irrational numbers. We have the irrational numbers types we have. So irrationals, how the irrational number is defined and what is the irrational number, I hope you understood. The number which is not possible to write in the form of p by q is called as the irrational number, and here the must and should condition we need to follow, that is q should not be equal to 0, and the must and should condition, p and q must be belonging to integers. P and q must be belonging to integers, but here root 2 is equal to 1.414 something we are taking, so it is not a rational number, decimal it is. And the root 3 also 1.732, it is also a decimal, so that we will call as the square root numbers as irrational. Some other variable values are there, those also we will variable values in the sense we will say some signs will be there like pi, those values, constant values are there, those also will called as a irrational numbers. Okay, this is the concept of rational numbers we have, children. From tomorrow onwards we will start the objective questions. Okay, and in that objective questions also few questions from right from starting you can complete those questions, try to complete those. Remaining which are not possible to solve to you, those I will explain. Okay, thank you children, thank you very much.